What's up, guys? We're here in the shop of Skowyra Motorsports, and I got Adam Skowyra himself, owner of the 50 car for Ronnie Williams and the SK Modified and the Wheel & Tour. Adam, first of all, thank you for letting us do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming by.
Now, what is the history of this building? How did you guys have this property to use for the shop?
My father-in-law owns the building. Actually, Flamingo Motorsports, first race shop they ever had was on the other side. Used to rent that side to Eric Sanderson and Flamingo. They built their first tour car over there and ran out of there with Chris Kopech for years, and then turned into Stefanik, and then they moved out. They outgrew it and moved on, and we still kept the building over the years.
How long have you had the shop for?
I've been down here probably about 10 years myself, working here. I used to work on it at my parents' garage, and then we moved down here. We kind of outgrew that, and we're slowly outgrowing this.
Huh. So why don't you show us around then?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a new car we're building for Stafford this year. They're SK. Sold the one we had the last previous 3-4 years, and this will be the new one this year. And over here is our backup car.
Backup SK?
Backup SK, and actually we ran this one at Thompson 2 years ago, and used it as a backup car for Stafford. We actually ended up running this car last year for most of the season at Stafford.
Oh, why did you guys switch to that car?
A couple things we wanted to try, and then was going a little bit better than the other one, so we just decided to stick with it. This is a Wheel & Modified tour car. Ran like 4 or 5 shows last year. Going to try for about the same this year. Last time we ran this one was at Riverhead in November. And, just getting this one back together. Going to run Martinsville in a couple weeks here. This is our open modified one we just ran down at New Smyrna in Florida. Stripped it down, sent the motor out to get rebuilt, rear end, everything. Cars, they take a beating down there for the week, so just getting ready to rebuild this one. Got to run it in a couple months here at Stafford for the first open show.
What you got this? What do you call it? Your toy?
Yeah, that's my winter toy. Keeps me busy and in or out of trouble depending on where I go and in the winter.
When you have a limited tire inventory like a Stafford, how do you manage it throughout the whole entire season?
It's tough, making sure you have the right tires. Bank them for when you want to use them, so you can put 4 on towards the end of the year, whatever you want to do. And then between the tour, running a different compound of tire, and the open car running a different compound, it gets confusing. Our tire guy Tim keeps him on his toes, that's for sure. He kind of keeps track of all that, makes it so I don't have to, which is nice.
So what's the story behind these panels you got here on the wall of the
BB Speed? That was from back in the coupe days. Guy BB used to work on the car with Flamingo. He used to build the motors and things like that. He used to work out of the shop, used to build his engines over there in the corner. The other one is the Flamingo Racing. That's one of their back panels from when they first got going on the tour. And when BB passed away, the Flamingo ran to 16 with for one race to honor BB's memory. They got permission from the tour to run it BM6 one time, and then that roof is my first championship. First championship roof. Yeah. Spare parts, a lot of clutter. Try to keep it to a minimal, but somehow it doesn't work that way. But there's a workbench over there. Working on putting the new hubs and rotors together. That's actually all BB stuff still in the corner. It hasn't really, not much of it's moved since he passed away.
So it's been there for over 10 years?
Yeah, yep.
Wow.
Spare body panels and headers and things like that, keep them out of the way. Air compressors up there.
That's the Chris Kopech?
Yeah, Chris Kopech roof. Yeah, back panel, a clean sweep. Kind of a refrigerator and drinks for all the guys. Candy and water and what have you. Try to make food for the guys every Friday night or Tuesday night, and drinks whatever they need. We don't drink really any beer down here. It's strictly business down here, but soda, water, whatever they need.
I can't imagine how many different tools that you'll have to need to maintain these cars.
Yeah, it's crazy. You have the shop tools, and then electric tools, hand tools, and then obviously the pick cart we have stocked. I try not to keep that in the shop so they don't get mixed between the two and get to the racetrack and need something and not have it. But it is quite a bit you need.
That little radio right there?
Yeah, a little radio, listen to some tunes.
Gotta have some music.
Oh yeah. I'm down here at least 3-4 nights a week, working on the car. All the guys come down at least on a Tuesday night, sometimes more if you have a bad week, you need to work more. But it's a lot, then throwing the open modified just at the racetrack and working here, getting it ready to go, and getting it to the racetrack. You have to bring 2 trailers or whatever. It's a grind.
How many hours do you normally spend on average here per week?
I would say at least 20 hours a week I'm down here.
20 hours.
On a good week.
If there's an accident, how much longer do you take?
A lot longer than that. I would say, I mean, you know, could be up to 40 hours. On top of working a 40-hour job, I work 40 hours a week every week at least. Yeah, we had a rough season. We bent up more stuff this year than I probably have in the last 5 or 6 years.
Well, I appreciate the time, Adam. Thank you
Yeah,
for this
absolutely.
tour.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for coming by.
Every year, you got to keep an eye out for that 50 team. Adam Skowyra and Ronnie Williams, always a threat wherever they go. So we'll see what they can do and pull off as they look for the 3rd SK Championship at Stafford in 2021.